YouTube, it's Erin, and I am the Handbag Housewife, and I'm back again with another video. So today's video is going to be about the bags in my closet that I had not worn, that I had had for quite some time, and my thoughts about them now that I have worn them, except for one. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I'll show it to you so that I can give you the update once I wear it in the next few days or week or sometime soon. And so I have 6 bags plus an honorable mention because it's a bag that I recently used, but I haven't talked about it since I got it. And so I figured I would give you the update as far as what I thought. So we're going to talk about 6 bags with an honorable mention. And of the 6, in every case, I waited quite some time before I ever wore them. And one of them I still haven't worn yet. So I'm trying to dress for each of these bags. And the first one I would like to talk about is the beautiful Lady Dior that I recently sold to one of my lovely subscribers. It should be on its way right now. It shipped out on Monday, so she should be getting it any minute. And that bag was absolutely stunning. I'm going to pop a picture of it in here as I'm discussing it with you. And whenever I went to put my stuff in it to do this challenge that I have sort of modified from Julie from Agent Bag Reviews challenge to be custom fit for myself, when I went to use that bag, it didn't make it out the door. And it's just a little bit too hard and too stiff, and I don't know, it just wasn't for me, and I decided to not keep that one. So that one went up for sale once I figured out that I could not make it out the door with it, despite the fact that I dressed in the right outfit and I put my stuff inside with the appropriate small leather goods and tried it with an organizer and all that. It just didn't work out for me. Not only that, but I had gotten stickers for it and I had gotten extenders for the strap, and I really did mean to make that bag work. It was a Pinnacle bag for me. It was glamorous. It was iconic. It just didn't work for me. So I'm going to move on and talk about the next bag, and I picked this one to talk about second because I dressed in an outfit to match it today. Now, I went to wear some black jeans or black or dark gray denim of some sort and realized I don't fit in my pants anymore. So diet is on the agenda for tomorrow, but for today I am wearing Zell or Zella joggers from Nordstrom with my flannel top and my t-shirt, and I feel like I can kind of get away with that. This bag is a little dressy, so I went ahead and dressed her down with this cool Coach chain strap or leather strap with chain or Rexy strap, depending on what you want to call it. This strap comes with a little loop here that I've removed that holds a Rexy charm, and I still have that charm. Let's see if, no, it's not on this bag. I still have that charm. I've sold a lot of my charms that were gunmetal, but that's the one I decided to keep because it did go with this strap. I went ahead and swapped out the clips for brass ones. I had an extra set. Long story about how I acquired an extra set of gold clips, but I like having them to be able to swap out hardware if I want to. These, if you just unbuckle them, you can put whatever clips you want to on these straps, which is kind of nice. And then as far as the other decor on this bag, she has a gunmetal Coach feather, which I love. And then this bag comes with 2 hang tags because it is a partnership with Rodarte. And I may have that upside down. Can't tell because I can't see worth anything. But anyway, she has leather sequins and she is a courier crossbody. Comes with a really thick, heavyweight, but slightly short crossbody golden chain. I will probably not wear this bag with that chain ever, but you never know. I mean, it did take me over a year to even get to this bag. It could be even longer before I get to her with the chain strap. But once I go out today a little bit more, I've been out once with her and it was easy to get in and out. I loved it. Once I go out with her a little more, I may decide to whip out the chain strap and try that too. You never know what might happen. But I really like it with the leather strap. And if you'll notice, I've got some of the pink tones in my plaid up on top. This plaid fades to the bottom in some greens and blacks and reds. And I just thought it was sort of fun to pair the plaid with the leather sequins. I never would have done that before I got into cabbie briefly several years back. and they do a lot of mixing of patterns. And so since then I've been open to it, but I generally don't mix one floral with another. It would be more like stripes or plaid with floral. And so I like this combo, and just look how easy it is to get in this bag. I have all of my daily essentials in there. I did eliminate the 2 key clays and used a pocket of an organizer that I had that's not custom fit for this bag but works pretty well. And then I did use the little coin purse here for some cash as well as a gift card, and it snaps closed and works great for those things. This bag also has a front pocket here, and I'm pretty sure my phone will fit just fine. Let's just put this case in to check and see if it'll close without a problem. Oh yeah, just perfection. So I'm loving this bag. I don't know why I waited so long. I mean, the leather sequins perhaps could be a little bit fragile, but they don't go all the way around to the back. And there is a zippered back pocket too. I would rather use that front pocket though for my phone. I mean, that's just super easy to get in and out. So this bag is called the Courier Crossbody, I believe. So if you like the style, the leather sequins are an option, I think, on 2 different colorways. There's also a black with a multicolor leather sequin. And I did buy that at one time on the channel and had to return it because it came in less than perfect condition, and that's kind of a stretch. It really was in poor condition, and I returned that. And so if I ever came across that other bag, I'd probably buy it, but I'm not actively on the hunt, at least not as I'm making this video. But as the day progresses, that could happen. It could very likely happen. So inside here, this is interesting. It says natural glove tanned leather. Usually it says genuine glove tanned leather. I'm not really sure what natural glove tanned leather is. Does that mean that they don't do anything to it? Because if so, how would it be glove tanned if it was not treated in some way or tanned? I don't know, but all I know is it feels absolutely luscious. Love, love, love this bag. I think I say that about a lot of things in my collection, but it's true. I can't help myself. So she is going out for the day. I did also notice my gray granite colored strap with gold hardware also looked really good because of the silver and the sequins. But then once I put an outfit together and I have black pants on, I figured the black strap was the way to go. So the day or 2 before I carried my Lady Dior, I carried this bag, which is the Capucines. And this bag honestly kind of terrified me to carry it, which is why I've had it for quite some time and not used it. I think I've had it maybe since April, and the Dior may have been May, but don't hold me to that. And I used this and absolutely loved it. I used it with the Damier Ebene guitar strap, which I recently sold. So, might there be a replacement for that guitar strap on the way? Could that be a possibility? Might there be another video about that tomorrow? I think so. I think the odds are good, or at least Friday. But anyway, this bag is fun with the strap it comes with. It's fun with that guitar strap. And I am sure there are other options out there as well, but those are the 2 I'm loving for her. I like to dress her up with a chain, although I did notice that there were like a couple hairline scratches here, and I wondered if when I wore it, the chain might have done that. Since then, I have found part of a sticker that I cut and sort of tailored to that little bit so that I can wear a chain and not worry about it. But for now, she is chain free, and I just love it. I mean, the Trillium leather, it really is quite a treat to feel. And the handle, it feels really good. And that is important to me. I don't like round handles. I like them to have a flattened area on the inside. And this just feels really good. And it's so easy to grab and go. And I love the fact that it goes crossbody and it doesn't really jet out nearly as much as you might think because it's pretty narrow. This next one is my honorable mention, and it is a newer bag, but I did use it. And the reason I'm bringing it out is because I'm going to talk about Valentino next in terms of bags I've had a long time but just not used. And this bag, I tried it on at Neiman Marcus. I showed you a clip in a previous video where I was saying how much I liked it in the black, and then I ended up getting it in this color because I thought it was beautiful. I found it on Fashion File and it was in pretty much like new condition. So this has a strap that winds through here, and the bit that winds through there doesn't have studs on it. There's just a small section that is stud free, and that makes it so where if you want to have that part of the strap on the inside of the flap, you really have to wear it with the buckle on the back side of your body. And that is fine, because actually when you wear the bag, having the buckle there allows you to have the studs complete without a break on your front, which looks in fact better. And so I figured that out when I wore it. I figured out it was easy to get in and out of, that it held all my stuff, that out of my 3 Valentino bags that I'm going to show you today, that it was probably the most comfortable because of its slim profile and its leather crossbody strap. It holds everything I need. It is slightly tight compared to at least 1 or 2 of the other ones I will show you, but it definitely works. My only drawback with it was that as I wore it, the strap wanted to turn. So I had to find myself adjusting it. It would also twist when I went to put it on. And so I feel like not having it attached there while it lets you use the bag as a clutch is kind of a detriment. Like, I wish there was a way you could kind of secure it in so where it didn't move as much. And there might be a hack out there where you could make it so where it doesn't slide back and forth here, but I haven't figured it out yet. I also haven't put a lot of thought into it. And so I could probably put my mind to it and come out with something like hair ties around the inside bits or something like that, but I don't want to mess with it. It's not going to be worn enough that I really need to worry about it anyway. The next bag I have, but I hadn't worn yet, at least I don't think. If I have worn it, it's been a while and I forgot. But this bag, I had it in the pink and I had worn it a couple times. In the pink color, I tried to make it work and it just wasn't for me. And then I ended up getting the blue, which this color absolutely works for me. And I will tell you that this bag is super nice in terms of getting in and out of. I mean, getting in and out of this bag is easy. It feels really good to the touch when you're in it because this is so soft. The interior is so soft. It has a couple of different pockets. It's got one on one side and a zippered one on the other. So love, love, love all that. The hardware seems really durable. It's this aged finish. And by the way, the last bag I showed you with the platinum finish, that hardware is really durable too. Way more durable than Louis Vuitton. It's it does scratch, but it doesn't scratch nearly as much as like Louis hardware does, despite the fact that it's shiny. This I would say is even more durable than that. And I guess what I would say the drawbacks of this bag is that it is very pokey. These little points, these are sharp. I mean, these do not feel good when you have a t-shirt or even a thin long sleeve top on. I really love this bag. I'm not selling her. I'm not getting rid of her, but I'm going to wear a sweatshirt when I wear this bag, or I'm going to wear a sweater. I'm going to wear a couple layers to protect myself from these little pokey things. So I love it. I think you could maybe protect yourself if you wore it on your arm, because then you would be like, you know, not touching any of the spikes. You wouldn't be impaled. But in the meantime, I probably am not going to wear her until it's cold outside and I can wear something substantial underneath. And once I do, then it's going to be really comfortable. And the chain also becomes more comfortable on the shoulder whenever you do wear something substantial. I did wear this crossbody briefly. I wore the bag to a soccer game. I know, nuts, but I did. It's the right color for my kids' teams. This is going to be a basketball game kind of bag where I go inside, but it's winter and I have a heavy sweater on. But I wore this to a soccer game, put her crossbody with a really thin, like Under Armour, like athletic wear top, and it hurt. It hurt me right here. And so, and then this little bit, this hurt me too. But the pain is worth it. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. And you can get in and out of it easily. And that's important to me too. I find it interesting that out of these 6 bags that I still have, I sold the Dior, that 4 of them are Valentino. And that may be why you are seeing such a trend with me with Louis Vuitton lately. those bags just seem to work. I moved right into my V-tote bag and it worked great. I have been loving my Speedy B20. I have been loving most of my Louis Vuitton bags. I love the Georges bag when I used it. I will say I'm not using the new model favorite a lot, but when I do use it, I love it. Same thing with the Pochette Métis. And I don't know, that bag, it may just be sort of a symbol for me. Not like the Dior though, because it is squishy enough for me, but I feel like I need to keep one Pochette Métis or one Coach Cassie because I keep buying them over and over again. And if I just keep one, it'll be a reminder in my head that the bag's just a little too boxy for me. And I feel like this one feminizes the boxiness because it has flowers all over it, and I've accessorized it with a leather woven chain, which makes it more girly as well. So this one is here to stay for those reasons. But in all reality, I still prefer the Coach Cassie 19 shape. Louis Vuitton, take notes. Make a Cassie 19 bag, but call it something else. Not the Pochette Métis East-West. Call it the mini Pochette Métis. You don't have really that. You've got like a really tiny one, and then you've got the East-West one, as far as I know. And I think if you made one in a more square shape, that would be the ticket. I would buy it, probably. I would probably definitely buy it. So, okay, next, we have my Valentino piece of art. This is the Glam Lock bag. This is the bag that was the predecessor for the Rock Stud bag. Now, the Rock Stud bag is on the ticket next. I'm going to show it to you next. But this one I wore yesterday, and I just have a few things to say about her. I thought I could use an organizer in her. I can't. The reason being is that if you get anything too close up to the top, the bag is really strained here where it bends. And this is the medium size, so gosh, if I would have got the small, there's no way it would have worked, because this bag's like, I think it's maybe a little over 10 inches across. But you got it denting in by probably an inch on each side. So keep that in mind. That brings you down to maybe 8 inches. So inside I do have a tiny little insert. I don't know why I even put that in there. I think it was maybe just so I could try next time to see if I could put a couple cards in there or whatever. But what I found is that this bag has the 2 slip pockets that I always want in an organizer. And it has the zippered pocket, which is lined with leather instead of this micro suede, that I can use as well. So it has all the pockets I would want in an organizer. And so other than the lining being really light, which terrifies me, I am okay with the organization. And once I take my organizer out, everything fits like a dream. I eliminate the 2 key clays by putting my stuff in here and here. I put some cash and a gift card or something back there. And then everything else fits in the middle, including my Prada card holder and my cell phone. And then it's also easy to close with that in mind. Now, if you look at this hardware, you will see it is that platinum coated hardware. And if you go ahead and just push down, it will click close even with nothing in it. And you just push here to open. It is really easy, in and out. The next thing on the agenda is the chain. This chain is thinner than the chain on the last bag I showed you, the Roman stud version. And for that reason, when you wear it on your shoulder, it's slightly less comfortable. But if you have like something on your shoulder besides a thin t-shirt, it's great. And I'm trying to think what I wore with it. I wore a relatively thin, like this kind of thin denim top with it, and it was fine. And it will be even better in the winter when I'm wearing a cream colored sweater. So Valentino bags are being relegated to the winter, except for this little cutie. She can come in the summer. But all the rest of them, unless I'm not going to be out and about much, they're relegated to the winter because these chains and studs poking at me, they're just not my friend. This one doesn't have the studs, so out of the ones with chains, this is the winner because it doesn't do much poking. And plus, well, yeah, these are sharp. So I was going to say these aren't as sharp, but they don't go all the way down the back. So one more to go, guys. Stay with me. As of today, this is the only bag left in my collection that I have not used, but I do plan to use it in the next day or two. It would go with this outfit as well. It's a beautiful shade of like a camel, and it is in this lambskin, but once again, it is pokey. These little studs, they're sharp. I do feel like they protect the lambskin on the bag somewhat, which is good because when it rubs up against your body, you're getting poked with spikes instead of nice smooth lambskin. But I think, once again, if you wear the appropriate attire, maybe not a sweater because these would like potentially fray your sweater, but something of a tighter weave, like a sweatshirt, but a dressy sweatshirt at that, then this bag could be just perfect. So, moral of the story, 4 of the 7 bags we are talking about today have poking issues and are winter bags because of that. I love this. I like the size of it. I like how easy it is to get in and out of. I have an organizer that was made for it, so we'll see when I put my stuff in if that ends up fitting or I end up using the Valentino pockets instead. I would say try your bag out before you go spend the money on an organizer, at least for this style, until I can give you a recommendation anyway. I don't really like being in pain when I am wearing my bags. I mean, I know they say the pain hurts so good sometimes, and I guess that's true with handbags, as long as it's not a real long time that the pain's hurting you good. I'm gonna try her in the next few days anyway. I'm sure I'll be wearing long sleeves. I like wearing long sleeves as long as it's not scalding hot outside. I love this. I don't think I'll sell it. All of these Valentino bags, despite being pokey, are squishier than that Dior bag was. And so that's why I see them as being keepers, despite the fact that they can inflict damage to my body. Not really. They're not really going to damage me, but I just think that it's funny that these actually hurt. Who would have thought it? But anyhow, I hope you've enjoyed this long and rambly video. It's a long and winding road, and we made it to the end. So if you liked it, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there is the same. It's the @ then the Handbag Housewife, all lowercase. You can DM me there, or you can email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.